Alright, this tutorial is in order to show people how to post on the network, whether you're just doing posts, whether you're a broadcaster, or whether you're promoting your events or whatever. Anyone can post on the network as long as they're posting against the New World Order if they are truth activists and such. And the first thing to understand is that Truth Broadcast Network is exclusive. I'm funding the operation, I'm funding the servers, and I'm not funded by the New World Order, so I can't have 1 billion people on Truth Broadcast Network. I can have, I don't know the limit, but probably not 10,000. So what I need people to do is send me their username, because no one will be able to post unless I know who they are. And I can say, okay, this person's a legitimate truth activist. Let me go ahead and give their profile privileges to post. So there are different roles people can have on the network, but the main role is going to be author. And that allows you to publish. And that's really what it is. It's publishing. You're publishing on the internet. And in order to do that, you basically message me on Facebook at facebook.com/D2NWO. That's D, the number 2, NWO, as in Death to the New World Order. That's the name of my broadcast. And once you send me your username on Truth Broadcast Network, I'll dig into the network's members, find your username, and move you up to author. And then I'll let you know. And at that point in time, you can publish on the network. And you're obviously going to want to plug if you've got a site, if you've got a blog, or your work, or maybe you work exclusively with the network. And that's another thing. I will get pages built for the individual people on the network. Like, we should have a page for every broadcaster, for instance, but it's a fresh network. But the important thing to understand is you've got to send me your username so I know who you are and I can allow your profile privileges to post. You can also text it to 330-639-5570 and just say, my username is such and such, and let me know how to find you on Facebook so I can just see that you're a truth activist. And it's part of keeping the operatives out and making sure that I can afford to run the network, because I don't have 10,000 people posting on it. So once you have your profile moved up so you can publish, we're going to go ahead and go on screen now. Then you'll want to go to the network site, and down here you see where it says login. Now, things can change over time. The network is evolving, so just look for anywhere it says login. First you register. Once you're registered, send me your username, and then when you log in, you'll be able to post. You'll still be able to log in. I don't know what people do when they log in if they can't post, but whatever. So once I've moved you up, log in, and you'll see an option. Well, hold on, let me log in. That's me. Once you log in, you're going to see options here. And you'll go and you'll click New Post. Let me check my volume levels. Okay, looks good. Once you click New Post, then you have your post here. And there's lots and lots of options here. So this is going to be a long tutorial covering as many of these options as I can so that people have an idea of how to post. And if you're watching this tutorial and you just want to do the basic post and you don't have the time, or you're not ready to learn how to do an advanced post in order to make sure you get the best search engine results fathomable, well, you don't have to learn about SEO or advanced search engine results. The basic things that you need when you post are obviously a title. You need text. You need to, okay, obviously the title goes here. I'm just going to do a post here, and we're going to go off of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a broadcast on here. Trinity Broadcast Network threatens to sue Truth Broadcast Network. And I'll shorten that. The title, you don't want to be too long, okay? If the title's too long, it just doesn't look right on Facebook and stuff. So you want to keep it kind of concise. I'll say TBN threatens lawsuit over Truth Broadcast Network. So you've got that, and then you want some text. I don't know that there's any text in here. There's no text whatsoever. So just put blah, blah, blah. There's some text. And I think ideally you want like 300 words or something there. But that's, again, when you're talking about search engine optimization, you want to check a category or 2 or 3. In my case, it's a broadcast. My broadcast is called Death to the New World Order, or D2NWO, and my name in here. And there'll be more category tags in the future. And then one of the most important things down here is tags. Now, this is a broadcast about TBN, Trinity Broadcast Network. So I'll put TBN, and you separate them with a comma, space, Trinity Broadcast Network, comma, Truth Broadcast Network, comma. Now, another thing you want to do, and this will save you tons of time, is actually have a text file, and I have one here, where you have things already set up. So, for instance, I already have a list of keywords here that I can copy out, and it has my broadcast title, my name, my websites, and so on. So I'll just paste all that in there, add it, boom. And now what you see, this is the list of things that are already on here. I'll add a couple more that are specific to this broadcast or to this post. So I'll put Benny Hinn, comma, fraud, comma, hoax. I'll put earpiece, if I can spell it, comma. Who else is on there? Pat Robertson. Is it P-A-T-T? Or is it just P-A-T? Pat Robertson. Might as well put on their 700 Club. In other words, anything somebody might put into a search engine and you want your broadcast to come up. There you go. So we'll put TBN lawsuit, because I hear they're involved in a lot of lawsuits. TBN lawsuit. And I think a lot of it's about sexual harassment. TBN sexual harassment. We'll put Benny Hinn spending spree, just whatever, okay? You don't want 1 trillion tags, but honestly, I would say 25 is good, 50 is better. And again, if you can, go ahead and make a text file. If you're going to post on a network regularly, you should have a text file, especially if you're a broadcaster, with the site, your blog, if you've got sites outside of here, just whatever. Tags are absolutely crucial. That's how Google knows to show your result in the search engine. Now, let's go to YouTube here. This is the broadcast that I want on this post. This is one of my broadcasts, but this applies to any video you want to put on the network. Rather than, all right, Truth Broadcast Network, I've worked hard to make this a custom, a really advanced network. So if you want to put HTML on there, this is your main text box. Go up here, click on text, And you can put HTML in here. Anytime you want HTML, click on text first, then click on visual. But there's an advanced feature in the network. If you go down here under Solo Stream Options and you go down, if you put the video embed code here, you'll be able to play the video from the preview of the post. In other words, you don't even have to go to the post to play the video. Now, you may or may not want to do that. You may have a large text write-up you want to make sure people read, in which case you don't want them to play it from the preview because then they'll never click on the post and read your text. So this is up to you. It's on a post-by-post basis. But in order to get the video embed code, and we're back on YouTube now, what you want to do is go under the video, click on Share, click on Embed, and then change this to 480. Once you do that, it changes in the code. So you see the code now says 480. So you copy the code, and then I'll show you. If you put it up top, click on Text. All right, we'll go down here. And what I do is I'll put Embed here. That way I know where to put it. And then over here, click on Text. And then highlight Embed and paste it right there. So there you see the embed code. And when you click back on visual, you got the box. That's your actual video. Okay, it's that easy. In our case, though, I want it to be viewable from the preview. Thusly, I'm not going to put it up here. I'm going to scroll down to Solo Stream Options and put the video embed code right there where it says video embed code. Now, when you do it this way, you're not going to see it here. You'll have to preview the post to see it, and we'll do that in a second. If you are posting but you are not a broadcaster, then you want to add full width feature page slider to this post. So click yes for this box if you are not posting a broadcast. If you're a broadcaster posting a broadcast, leave that on no. And that's the last yes/no question there, okay? Again, if you're a broadcaster posting a broadcast, leave it on no. If you're not posting a broadcast from Truth Broadcast Network, always change that to yes. And the reason is that it will cause a broadcast to be delivered to everyone who goes to the network. It doesn't matter if somebody posts, not that I would allow somebody to post a picture of a cat like they do on Facebook, but if somebody did, that picture of the cat would come with a full Truth broadcast. That's what the network's about. That's what the network's for. So we're going to go ahead at this point in time, and we're going to save draft. This tutorial will be a little bit long, but you only have to watch up to a certain point to learn how to make a basic post. I'll let you know when we reach that point. So we saved the draft. Now we're going to preview it. And it looks like the preview opened in a new tab here. So we'll wait for that to open. And yeah, this is why I say you don't want to have a title that's too long, because you see how it put that word on the next line. So I might want to shorten that. But previewing the post allows you to take a look at it. The YouTube clip is not showing up. Sometimes that'll happen the first time. Just click on refresh, and it'll usually show up the second time. And you know, this is a professional website. Sometimes it takes things a while to be seeded on the internet. So now we have it showing up. I should probably hit on something else here, and I'm going to. It's going to take a second, but look, I'm going to give you guys the whole shebang. If you are a broadcaster or if you're a YouTuber and you want to make sure you have an image showing that is just totally awesome, you can make a custom image for your YouTube clip. So this YouTube clip is designed to attract people who want to know about Trinity Broadcast Network. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Google Images, click on Google, click on Images, and we'll just put in TBN. Let's zoom out. And, you know, it's a widescreen broadcast, so I want something that's widescreen more than anything else, but that's a little too wide. I'm looking for an image that I think will make people want to click on it and learn more. Could be TBN Networks. It's kind of nice. And you do want to be selective about these things. You know, you don't want to be quick and sloppy. You want to think things over. I think maybe we just go to TBN Networks. I would just take their whole logo. Whatever, we'll just take this one. So then we copy it, or we save image as, and you save it into your computer. Now, in order to change the image, you're going to go to the video you're going to your YouTube channel. You want to make sure you're signed in. And I will go to Video Manager. Let me make sure you can see this. Just want to make sure you see. So up here, you go to Video Manager. That'll pull up your videos. And here I have the video. I click on Edit. Once you click on Edit, the option's not showing up. That is odd. Now, obviously, you can click on any of these and set them as your preview image. I'll just change it. Usually, and I don't know why it's not happening this time, it's because, I don't know. Usually you have an option here to set a custom thumbnail. Let me click Advanced Settings. I don't see it, so whatever. So I changed this preview image and I saved that. Now I'm going to go back to our post and I'm going to refresh the page and see if it changes. There's usually a delay with these things, at least a little bit of a delay. So I'm going to hit Shift F5 and do it's called a hard refresh. So it doesn't pull it off your cache or your browser. Whatever, it's stuck the same way, no big deal. So I recommend people use custom thumbnail images in their YouTube clips when they want to. And I just want to make sure you know that that's possible. So we look at a preview. The title is too long, and obviously we got Jack for text. It just says blah, blah, blah. We're going to go back up here and click on Edit Post. Let's see if we can pull a word out of that title and shorten it. TBN threatens lawsuit over Truth Broadcast Network. TBN threatens, we could put to sue. To sue Truth Broadcast Network. Whoops, I shouldn't have clicked on publish, but oh well, whatever, it's published. Publishing takes a little longer because it's actually seeding it in the search engines, and this is the major reason you want to make sure you post on Truth Broadcast Network, because if you post only on Facebook, it cannot be seen from outside of Facebook, and you know they are blocking and censoring everything that really matters. Post on Truth Broadcast Network and then share it on Facebook. And then you'll come up in search engine results. It's complicated. I don't want to get too deep into it, but you can see we've got our title, we've got our tags, I've got some category things selected, and I've got my embed code. You want a feature image. And you know what? I'll just use that same picture for a feature image. So I say upload, select files, and there it is. And it's uploading. Once it's uploaded, it shows up, and we'll just put TBN lawsuit. And I'm going to copy that and also paste it under the alt text. That has to do with giving it higher search engine results, and say set feature image. So there we go. We have our feature image. We have our tags. We got most of this done, but not optimized in any way, shape, or form yet. So we'll just go ahead and update it. You know, doing a post, once you do it a couple times, you'll get to the point where you can just do the post, publish it, and walk away. But your first couple times, you're going to be figuring this out and figuring out how to do it better and better and better. And that's the reason I'm making this tutorial, is so I can show you how to do it better from the beginning, so you get higher search engine results. Now, if you look right here, it says SEO. That stands for Search Engine Optimization. This is where you learn what's wrong with your post so that you can fix it and come up higher in search engine results. So we just click check. Once we click check, it brings us down here and we see, and this is the module, WordPress SEO by Yoast. No focus keyword was set for this post. Click on general and there's focus keyword. The focus keyword is going to be TBN lawsuit. That's going to be the focus keyword, which means I need to put it in the title, but we'll get to that. You can also click generate SEO title and it does it. TBN threatens to sue Truth Broadcast Network. TBN threatens lawsuit. See, your focus keyword is TBN lawsuit. That means you want TBN lawsuit to appear multiple times in your titles, in your first paragraph, all this crap, okay? So what about we put TBN lawsuit? And you do want to think about what you're posting at least a little bit. We'll just leave that alone for right now. Click update. And then we'll just see what it says. And that's how the SEO works. You change something, check it. Change something, check it. Change something, check it. Next thing you know, you got a green light. You're going to get top search engine results. So we've gone from having gray to red. So in other words, now at least we have a light. And it's a red light. So click on check. Once we click on check, it brings us down here. There are 3 words contained in the body copy. This is far too low and should be increased. In other words, type some freaking text. Blah, blah, blah is not going to cut it. So I'm going to go ahead and type some text. And actually, I made a page. I spelled all this out before. I don't know where that text is. I wish I could find it. Let's try Google, see what happens. TBN maybe Google cached it back when it was on the previous version of the website. Archives, Truth Broadcast Network. What's that? That's not going to do us any good. Alright, whatever. I guess I'm going to have to type something up. So I'll just put something relatively brief. You're going to have to listen to me pound on some keys. Okay, so we got one sentence out. Trinity Broadcast Network, famous for its many lawsuits, has threatened to sue Truth Broadcast Network over its alleged use of its own acronym, TBN. In this broadcast, I discuss the lawsuit threat and should note, it should be noted. It should be noted that this was all resolved by a reply sent to the fake Christian network and the broadcast you are about to see. Should have more text. So I'll tell you what we'll do. And I'm not doing this just so you can sit here and watch me post. I'm doing this because I'm trying to show you what to do. Go to Google and put in TBN lawsuit. Learn how to spell lawsuit. Click on that. Lawsuit against Trinity Broadcast Network is dismissed. Suit alleges TBN covered up rape of 13-year-old. No, I'm sorry. But if somebody's going to attack me and threaten to sue me, gloves are off. So let's see what this is about. And I don't want to just take the whole article, but I'll take a paragraph or two from various lawsuits that they've been involved in. I mean, I need content for this post, and I'm just doing this. So I'll say, let's take a look. Let's take a look at legal cases regarding the fake Christian network, and then we'll just paste in a little paragraph from various legal matters they've been involved in. And it would be best to find a website that already has various ones listed, but whatever. Here's another one, misusing millions of dollars. And we should pull a picture off of these two. Whatever, I'll just take this whole thing here. Oh gosh, that amounted to a lot, didn't it? Let's take a look at some. I'll put information. Whatever, there's some content. So click update, and then we're going to click check, and that'll satisfy that demand there. And now you see, let me go back up, we have a yellow light. So we've gone from a gray light to a red light to a yellow light with just 2 steps. We made a focus keyword and we added some text. So let's check it again. No meta description has been specified. Search engine will display a copy from the page instead. So you need a meta description. That is under general right here. We need something to put in here. So we go up to our content, and we'll just copy this sentence here. Copy that. Wait a minute, that's an old version. We'll copy that, go back to the bottom, and fill out this meta description. And the length is good. We'll also put that as the excerpt. And then we'll go back up to the top, update. So you can see how we're taking these problems with the post one at a time, resolving each problem one at a time. And as we resolve it, we'll get higher and higher in the search engine results. So we still have a yellow light. We click check. Now it says a meta description has been specified, but it does not contain the target keyword or phrase. The target keyword or phrase is TBN lawsuit. So what we need to do is get TBN lawsuit in here. Trinity Broadcast Network, famous for its many lawsuits. So let's just put TBN right here. See if that does it. Scroll up to the top, update. And you see we just put TBN lawsuit together. Will it matter that there was an S on the end? I don't know. We'll find out. Now at this point, okay, if you're just doing a basic post and you don't care whether it gets top search engine results, you're done. Okay? You've got a title. You've got text. If you want a video, you've got your video embedded. You've checked your categories here, and you've got tags. Tags are about the most important thing. You got a feature photo. You're done. If all you want to do is put up a post and get good search results, you're done. If you want absolute top search results, continue watching this video, and we'll get a green light. Okay? So now we click check again. And no image appears on the page. We need an image on the page. So we're going to go to Google, just put in TBN, click on images, and get an image for TBN. Now, unlike the feature photo, this one needs to be taller than it is wide. Well, actually, it's 150 by 150, so I guess it's kind of square. So you're looking for a TBN image that's more or less square. Your feature photo is wider than it is tall, but this one is square. So a square image for TBN. And you could just use the same one, understanding that it's going to cut it off wherever it doesn't fit right. But you know what, let's just try that. It's quick. See what it looks like. So we'll go up here. And when you insert an image on the page, we should have a title here too. Let's just turn this whole thing into a title. We'll just turn that into heading 3. There you go, we have a title. And then I'll tend to put my image right here. Wherever you leave your cursor, and hopefully if you're not zoomed out too far, the cursor is right here before the word in. Wherever you leave your cursor is where it's going to put the image. So I'll click my cursor right there and then click add media right here. This is how you put in a picture. Then upload files. Of course we already have it, so I'll just select it. And then let's zoom you out. Whoops. And then we leave it on 150 by 150. Link to none. Otherwise they click on it and it takes them to another page and it's just a waste of everybody's time. So TBN lawsuit. And then we go down, of course, and click on insert into post. Should be a 150. Boom, there it is. Well, that looks pretty nice. Let's update. And then we'll preview it to see how nice it looks. This is a professional website, so it'll look nice. We click on View Post up top, right here, View Post. And then we view the post. TBN threatens to sue Truth Broadcast Network, all on one line, so that's nice. Not an absolute requirement, but it's nice that way. We have kind of a mini headline down here. We got text. I want to get rid of this stuff here, the tags showing up. I don't like that. I'll try and get rid of that sooner or later. So it's looking good. But if we look at our SEO up here, we can see we still have a yellow light. Yellow, not so good. And I'm making this video to show you how to get the green light. So we're going to go back to Edit Post and see why we only have a yellow light. And we'll fix it. So we go to check. It brings us back down here. The phrase keyword TBN lawsuit does not appear in the page title. I can't quite figure that one out. So we're just going to, all right, fine. TBN lawsuit. We need TBN lawsuit in the page title. How about TBN lawsuit against Truth Broadcast Network? TBN lawsuit against Truth Broadcast Network. There you go. And then let's see if that satisfies it. So we'll just update with that and see if that satisfies that requirement. So now we've put the words, our focus words, TBN lawsuit, next to each other in the title. Check, go to the bottom, and still says the keyword phrase does not appear in the page title. So maybe it considers this to be the page title. I don't know. I have issues with this that I can't get it resolved sometimes. So let's put TBN lawsuits right there. Update it. See if that does it. It probably won't. Maybe it's a problem with this version of the website, and an update in the future will fix. Oh, look at that. We got a green light. Look at that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a green light. So we're going to click check, go back down to the bottom, and see what else we can do to enhance it. But we have a green light now. That means top search results. So the key, all right, it still says it doesn't appear, but we got a green light now. The keyword density is 0.58, which is a bit low. The keyword was found 2 times. Keyword density has got to do with how easy it is for people to read. The slug is a bit long. Consider shortening it. Let me show you how to do that. This is the slug, okay? One of the features of Truth Broadcast Network is that you can change the URL. And there are several reasons you might want to do this. One of them being that once you post something to Facebook, if you change the post, change the picture, change the title, change the excerpt, and you repost it, it'll show up the same as the old one because Facebook is lame. If you change the link or the URL or the slug, and it's a different slug or link or URL, it'll show the new version. So that's one reason to do it. The other reason is that it just gets better search results if it's shorter, I guess. It's kind of complicated. But anyway, one of the features of the network is that you can go to your permalink, click edit, and you can change it. So right now it says TBN threatens lawsuit, Truth Broadcast Network. I'll just take out Truth Broadcast Network to shorten it. TBN threatens lawsuit. Okay. Update. And then we'll check it again. So still with our green light, we click check, and that complaint is gone. Now the copy score is 37.1 in the Fleisch reading ease test, which is considered difficult to read. Try to make a shorter sentence. I'm not going to worry about that. This is just, I'm showing you how to do this. So no outbound links. That is an issue. And basically, if you add outbound links, in other words, if you link to another website or another story or another article, you'll get higher search results, okay? So what we'll do is we'll just go to Google and we will put in, if I can get up to the top here, we'll just put in TBN fake Christians. And I'm just going to take that link. You can see up at the top of the screen, copy that link, go to my post, and where it says TBN, well, actually, where it says Fake Christian Network, I'll highlight that, and then go to your chain here, paste in the link to that Google search, open in new tab, because you don't want to draw people away from your post, so tell it to open in a new tab, add link. Now the other thing is you're going to want to tell that to underline. It looks underlined, but it's not when it shows. And that has to do with the site looking professional. So you're going to want to tell it underline, even tell it bold. That way it'll show that way. So we're going to click update again now that we have at least one outbound link. And that'll satisfy that complaint. Now remember, these things aren't requirements for posting on Truth Broadcast Network. These are things that you do to make sure you get top search results. So if you are a broadcaster posting a broadcast and you want to get a lot of views, you want to build an audience, you want to get top search results, you want that green light. Okay? That's what it's all about. This isn't me asking you to do this. This isn't me telling you to do this. This is me giving you the opportunity to build an audience. That's all it is. So now we'll click check, and it brings us down to the bottom, and that complaint is gone because we have an outbound link. So mostly we have green lights down here right now. At this point, especially since this is just a tutorial and a test post, I'm just going to quit. I'm done. So I'm just going to click view post, take one final look at it, and I think end the tutorial. Again, if you are a broadcaster, go to your YouTube channel, click on your video, click edit, and put a custom preview clip on there, and that's what will show up here. That's what will show up in the preview. So we have our post here, looks good, gets good search results. If we click on the network's homepage by clicking the banner, what we see is, obviously we see it's the most recent post. It's playable from there. You don't even have to go to the page.
Well, interestingly, if somebody is threatening to sue Truth Broadcast Network.
So again, if you have a lot of text and you want to make sure people see the text that you wrote up, you might not want to embed it so it's viewable from the preview. You may want to make sure people have to click on it to get to the preview. But right now we are having some glitches with the theme, and the preview photos don't work. So I really recommend everybody embed under the solo stream option so that it's viewable from the preview. And I think that will conclude this tutorial on how to post to the network. Broadcasters, please go for those green lights so you can build an audience, so you can get a following, okay? All right, I'm out for now. Death to the New World Order.